Here's the truth. Nobody tells you you don't attract what you want. You attract what you are. If you're tired of chasing goals that never stick, stay with me. Because in the next few minutes, you'll discover the one shift that turns your dreams into reality, and why becoming the right person is the secret every successful person lives by. Let me share something with you that might just change the way you approach everything in life. You don't attract what you want, you attract what you are. Now, I know that might sound a little harsh at first, but it's true. Desire alone doesn't bring success. Wanting more money won't make you wealthy. Hoping for love won't bring the right person into your life. Because life responds not to what you wish for, but to who you've become. If your results aren't changing, it's not because your dreams are too big, it's because your habits are too small. It's not because the world is unfair, it's because you haven't yet aligned your character with your vision. And that's what this message is all about. How do you become the kind of person who naturally attracts the life you've been chasing? Because let me tell you, when you become more, you attract more. When you grow in discipline, you attract opportunity. When you raise your standards, you raise your results. When you change your energy, you change your influence. So, don't go anywhere, because over the next few minutes, we're going to walk through the real reasons people stay stuck. And more importantly, how to break free by becoming the kind of person success can't ignore. Let's get started. The mirror principle: life reflects back who you've become. Let me begin with a simple but powerful truth. Life is a mirror. It reflects not what you want, but who you are. And just like a regular mirror shows you your face, life shows you your habits, your choices, your values. Every result in your life is a reflection. Your income reflects the value you've brought to the marketplace. Your relationships reflect the energy and standards you bring to them. Your health reflects your routines and self-discipline. Your peace of mind reflects the thoughts you consistently think. If you don't like what you see, don't break the mirror. Don't blame the world, the economy, your boss, or your partner. That won't change a thing. Instead, improve the reflection. Work on the person in the mirror. Some people say they want more. They want more money, better relationships, more time, more peace, more success. And that's fine. But here's the key. You don't get more by wanting more. You get more by becoming more. That's the law. Success doesn't respond to wishes, it responds to personal growth. You can't cheat this principle. You can't skip the mirror and expect a masterpiece. The outer world is always a reflection of the inner world. If you want to change your results, start with yourself. The good news: you don't have to change everything overnight. You don't need a personality transplant. You just need to begin. Start where you are. Start with one area, one habit, one decision. Wake up a little earlier, read a few more pages, speak a little kinder, work a little harder, clean up one part of your life. The smallest adjustments in the mirror begin to shape the biggest results. But remember, the mirror will always tell the truth. It won't flatter you. It won't lie to make you feel better. It simply reflects what's there, and that's a gift. Because when you know what's there, you can begin to change it. You attract who you are. So if you want to attract better things, become a better person. Not perfect, just better. Improve your mindset and you'll attract better opportunities. Improve your character and you'll attract better relationships. Improve your habits and you'll attract better outcomes. It starts with responsibility. The moment you stop blaming the mirror and start improving the reflection, you take back your power. Life is not happening to you, it's responding to you. It's mirroring your identity, not your intentions. If you want more, don't chase more, become more. Raise the standard, build the discipline, shape the person, because once the reflection changes, the results will follow every time. Wanting more versus becoming more: everybody wants more time, more money, more freedom, more love, more success. And that's okay. Desire is powerful. It's the starting point. But desire alone is not enough, because wanting more doesn't make it yours. Becoming more does. Let me tell you something I learned early in my life. You don't get paid for wanting, you get paid for value. You don't get opportunities because you hope for them. You get them because you prepared for them. You don't attract success because you need it. You attract it because you earned it. There's nothing wrong with dreaming big, but dreams without discipline are just wishes, and wishes don't change your life. What changes your life is when you stop saying, "I want more," and start asking, "Who do I need to become in order to receive more?" That's the shift. If you want more income, become more valuable to the marketplace. If you want better relationships, become a better communicator. If you want greater peace, become more disciplined with your mind. The results will never exceed the identity. You cannot rise above who you are on the inside. That's why becoming must always come before getting. People spend so much time chasing the outcome, but the outcome is a mirror. It reflects who you are. So don't chase the result, build the person. The results will catch up. Ask yourself, what habits do I need to upgrade? What beliefs do I need to challenge? What disciplines do I need to adopt? That's the real work, not the wishing, the becoming. When you focus on becoming, life gets better. You feel stronger. You build momentum. You stop waiting and start creating. You stop hoping and start doing. And eventually, what you once chased begins to show up, not because you forced it, but because you attracted it, you grew into it. The goal isn't just to have more. The real goal is to deserve more. Because when you deserve it, you can sustain it, you can enjoy it, you can repeat it, you can teach it. But if you get more than you've become, it won't last. Money without wisdom disappears, love without character fades, success without foundation collapses. So here's the challenge today. Don't just want more, work on becoming more. Don't just wish for a better life, build yourself into the kind of person who creates one. Because in the end, life doesn't respond to what you want, it responds to who you are. And the good news is you can always become more than you were yesterday. Raise your standards, raise your life. If you want to change your life, you don't start with your goals, you start with your standards. Because here's the truth, you don't get what you wish for, you don't even get what you work for, you get what you tolerate. Your life right now is a reflection of the standards you've accepted, and until you raise them, nothing changes. What are you tolerating in your life that you shouldn't be? Mediocre effort, toxic relationships, low energy, poor habits, missed opportunities. Whatever you tolerate, you reinforce, and whatever you reinforce becomes your normal. But here's the beauty. You can upgrade your life by upgrading what you expect from yourself. Raise the standard and you raise the result. If you raise your standard for your health, your diet will change. If you raise your standard for your time, your schedule will change. If you raise your standard for your finances, your income will eventually reflect that, not overnight, but in time. Your standard sets the baseline for what you allow and for what you no longer accept. Goals are what you want, standards are what you require, and when something becomes a requirement, you find a way to make it real. Saying, this is who I am now. This is how I live. This is what I accept. Means you stop negotiating with your weaknesses, you stop making excuses, you stop waiting for permission to level up, because the world respects a person with standards, a person who leads themselves. When you raise your standards, you raise your confidence. You begin to trust yourself again. You feel better about who you are and how you live. And that new energy, that certainty, that sense of self-respect, it attracts better things, better people, and better results into your life. Not because you got lucky, but because you changed what you stood for. So here's your challenge. Take inventory of your current standards. Ask yourself, what am I settling for that no longer matches the future I want? Then elevate it, not someday, not next month, but right now. Because the moment you raise your standards, your life begins to rise with them.